This article is about the religion of Islam in the Philippines. For the Muslim ethnic group, see Moro. Islam is the oldest recorded monotheistic religion in the Philippines. Islam reached the Philippines in the 14th century with the arrival of Muslim traders from the Persian Gulf, southern India, and their followers from several sultanate governments in the Malay Archipelago. According to the U.S. Department of State International Religious Freedom Report for 2010, the Muslim population of the Philippines is between 5% to 11% of the total population. The vast majority of Muslims are Sunni belonging to Shafi school of jurisprudence, with small Shia and Ahmadiyya minorities. While the majority of the population are Roman Catholic, some ethnic groups are Protestant, non-religious, Hindu, Buddhist and Animist. History. In 1380 Karam al-Makhdum, the first Arabian trader, reached the Sula archipelago and Jolo in the Philippines, and through trade throughout the island established Islam in the country. In 1390 the Minangkabes Prince Raja Baganda and his followers preached Islam on the islands. The Sheikh Karim al-Makhdum Mosque was the first mosque established in the Philippines on Simunul and Mindanao in the 14th century. Subsequent settlements by Arab missionaries traveling to Malaysia and Indonesia helped strengthen Islam in the Philippines, and each settlement was governed by a Datu, Raja and a Sultan. Islamic provinces founded in the Philippines included the Sultanate of Maguindanao, Sultanate of Sulu, Sultanate of Lanao and other parts of the southern Philippines. When the Spanish fleet led by Miguel Lacubde de Legazpi arrived in the Kingdom of Manila, they were met by Raja Suleiman III. By the next century conquests had reached the Sulu Islands in the southern tip of the Philippines, where the population was animistic, and they took up the task of converting the animistic population to Islam with renewed zeal. By the 15th century, half of Luzon and the islands of Mindanao in the south had become subject to the various Muslim sultanates of Borneo, and much of the population in the south were converted to Islam. However, the Viceroys was largely dominated by Hindu-Buddhist societies led by Rajas and Datus who strongly resisted Islam. One reason could be due to the economic and political disasters pre-Hispanic Muslim pirates from the Mindanao region bring during raids. These frequent attacks gave way to naming present-day Cebu as then Sugbo or scorched earth, which was a defensive technique implemented by the Viceroys so the pirates have nothing much to loot. During the reign of Sultan Bolkiah from 1485 to 1521, the Sultanate of Brunei, having seen the feature of Manila as a natural port, the Brunei Sultan tried to have a part of Tondo's the incoming China trade by attacking its environs and establishing its own Sultanate of Kota Salado, now Manila, ruling under and giving yearly tribute to the Sultanate of Brunei as its satellite state. A new dynasty under the local Lumad leader who accepted Islam and became Raja Salalila or Raja Sulaiman I. He also started to establish a trading challenge the already rich house of Raja Lakandula in Tondo. Islam was further strengthened by the arrival of Muslim traders and from Jolo, Mindanao, Malaysia and Indonesia. Spanish encounter. Raja Sulaiman was the Muslim Raja of Manila, a kingdom at the mouth of the Pasig River where it meets Manila Bay. At the time the Spanish forces first came to Luzon. Suleiman resisted the Spanish forces, and thus, along with Raja Matanda and Lakandula, was one of three Rajas who played significant roles in what was the Spanish conquest of their kingdoms of the Pasig River Delta in the early 1570s. Moro is the appellation inherited from the Spaniards, for Filipino Muslims and tribal groups of Mindanao. The Moros seek to establish an independent Islamic province in Mindanao to be named Bangsamoro. The term Bangsamoro is a combination of an Old Malay word meaning nation or state with the Spanish word Moro. A significant Moro rebellion occurred during the Filipino-Euro-American War. Conflicts and rebellion have continued in the Philippines from the pre-colonial period up to the present. Other related issue with the Moro secession is the territorial dispute of Eastern Sabah in Malaysia, which claimed by the Sultanate of Sulu as their territory. Islam population in regional area as of 2014, Muslim Mindanao. The autonomous region in Muslim Mindanao is the region of the Philippines that is composed of all the Philippines' predominantly Muslim provinces, namely, Basilan, Lanao del Sur, Maguindanao, Sulu and Tawi-Tawi, and the Islamic city of Marawi. It is the only region that has its own government. The regional capital is at Cotabato City, although this city is outside of its jurisdiction. Islamic art from the Philippines. See also, Religion in the Philippines. References. External links, Filmus Foundation, Islam and Muslims in the Philippines, Pinoy Muslim, the first Filipino-language translation of the meaning of the Quran by Ustad Bedi Salau, Ustad Armin Rodriguez and other Filipino Muslim teachers and scholars in Saudi Arabia.